Welcome, Cancer, to your weekly reading. This is for the 14th to the 21st of July. We are going to go ahead and see all the possible energies and messages coming through for you for this week. Cancer, we're going to start off by looking at the energy at the beginning of the week. We will then go ahead and see your possible challenges, if any. Thirdly, we will look at messages and advice from Spirit. And finally, the possible outcome of the week. Cancer, this is a collective reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. What I'm seeing here, Cancer, is at the beginning of the week, we see Nine of Swords coming through. So this tells me that something is weighing heavily on your mind. You're anxious about something. It's keeping you up at night. Whenever you think about it, you start to feel anxious and worried. And it can be anything, my dear Cancerians. I do feel for a lot of you, it could have something to do with your abundance, your pentacles, your money, something going on at work, something going on at your business. It could be that you're looking for a job or you're recently unemployed and you're worrying about how you're going to make ends meet. This could be, my dear Cancerians, that your business is not doing as well as it used to, or you're trying to get a new business off the ground. It could be anything that makes you feel safe and secure on the physical realm. Now, because Nine of Pentacles is coming through here, Cancer, I want you to know that even though you might be feeling incredibly worried and anxious this week, if you look at whatever this is for you and you think about it logically and practically and take steps forward in order to solve the problem, to get out of Nine of Swords, there will be nothing that will hold you back then in reaching your Nine of Pentacles. Now, Nine of Pentacles is a wonderful card. It is the card of abundance and prosperity that we create and initiate for ourselves. So if you have been looking really hard for a job, Nine of Pentacles tells us there's great possibility something positive could come up this week. If you have been looking to relocate or move, same sort of thing. Nine of Pentacles tells us if you put in the time and effort, if you're willing to do the work, my dear Cancerians, that smile over there is yours, and you will be surrounded with the energy of abundance and prosperity. So no matter how you are feeling Nine of Swords, whether it's just mildly or if you are truly stressed and anxious, once you take steps to shift out of this energy, and that is by taking action, doing something about it, putting your resume out there, asking people for advice and help when it comes to your business or relocating. Do something actual, my dear Cancerians, and soon you will find yourself heading for Nine of Pentacles. Let us move on now and see what Seven of Wands and the High Priestess is all about, that is sitting in your possible challenges. Now, Cancer, this is an interesting message, and it will probably not resonate with everybody. But what I am seeing here is that this week you might find that a lot of people have a lot to say about what is happening in your life. Maybe you are starting a new job, or you're deciding to move, or you've met somebody new. You're going to find that there's going to be a lot of people coming in, my dear Cancerians, with their 2 cents worth. And as you can see with this young girl, she's keeping her composure and she's turning her head the other way. I feel that whatever's coming in is not really what you want to hear. You're not interested in other people's opinions. And the reason why you're not interested in listening to what other people have to say is because this week, my dear Cancerians, you are tuning in to your intuition. Now you are ruled by the moon, and here we see the moon symbol sitting on top of the high priestess's head. And as you can see, her crown chakra is open. She's channeling and working with spirit. When you trust your intuition above anything else, especially above the comments coming in from people around you, my dear Cancerians, you will not go wrong. And I see that for most of my Cancerians this week, you're going to realize that no matter what this one says and that one says, Cancer, don't take this job. Cancer, don't open up your own business. You're going to lose your money. Cancer, don't start dating. You don't need the heartache. Cancer, don't move here, move there. All this chatter coming your way, you're going to understand. They don't know what is right for me. Only I truly understand what I need and what is right for me. And I'm going to follow my gut feelings, my premonitions and my hunches, because my dear Cancerians, if you do that, you cannot go wrong this week. Now let us move on and see what Spirit would like to share with you. And we've got Knight of Swords and Death and Rebirth. Now Cancer, something is going to transpire for you very quickly this week. This is our Knight of Swords energy. Something's happening. Now this could have something to do with getting out of Nine of Swords and moving into the energy of abundance. This could be trusting your intuition, getting a gut feeling about something and deciding to move on it. Or it could come through in another area completely. But something is about to come in and it's going to affect your life very suddenly. With that, we have death and rebirth coming in. And this is Spirit telling you that something is going to end completely for you. It's the death of some kind of energy and a new day dawns. Now, I do feel that this death energy does include the end of this anxiousness and worry and the end of all the comments and advice that is coming your way that you don't necessarily want. This is definitely coming to an end. But for some of my Cancerians, I think this is even bigger. I think there is a difficult or sticky, tricky situation that is ending for you, because we do see a very beautiful sign of a rebirth, which tells me you're entering into a new chapter. So this could very well be, my dear Cancerians, if you have been, say, extremely worried about something that is going on at work. Maybe you feel as though you're not doing a good job, or your boss is not happy with you, and you're feeling as though, oh my gosh, I'm going to be fired any day now. And what I'm seeing here with Knight of Swords could be that your boss calls you in this week and says, Cancer, I've actually been watching you. You've been working really hard, and I'm thinking of giving you a promotion and an increase. So you go from this stress and anxiousness because you misread the situation. It ends for you completely, totally, and suddenly, and you find yourself in a new position with an increase. It's this kind of energy. You could be extremely worried, my dear Cancerians, because a family member could seem to be avoiding you. And you've been phoning them and texting them and nothing is happening. And you're thinking to yourself, oh my gosh, there's going to be a break in the family and people are going to have to take sides. And what we are seeing with Knight of Swords is that this family member can come in this week and say, I'm so sorry that I have been ignoring your calls, but I've been going through my own personal drama. I'm in the process of separating, say, from my significant other, but of course, I know you're there for me, and please know how much I love you and value you. And so you feel this wonderful energy of abundance in love coming back into your life, and the energy of Nine of Swords ends, and a new day begins. Very strong message coming through from Spirit. Now let us see what the possible outcome of the week is, and we've got 10 of Cups and 8 of Cups. Now Cancer, this 8 of Cups is directly connected to death and rebirth. As you can see in that bowl, we've got something burning, being left behind for good, and this is our death energy. So twice We are being told that you are leaving something behind for good. It could be something energetic you're leaving behind, like the energy of stress and anxiousness and worry. It could be that you're leaving a certain situation that hasn't been working for you behind, or a certain relationship. But we see you moving on to the new day, the new dawn there, which is that light over there, the rebirth energy. And where you are moving onto is into Ten of Cups. And Ten of Cups, Cancer, is the happily ever after card. Things are going to get so much better for you. You might have started off the week feeling as though things are never going to get better for you. But my gosh, by the end of the week, we see you in Ten of Cups, feeling as though you are having your dreams and wishes come into being. So, my dear Cancers, this week is going to take quite a spectacular turnabout for you. Let's go ahead now and get a message from your spirit animal for the week. So we want to see now what Cancer spirit animal is for this week, please. And you have got number 44, Panther Spirit, reclaim your power. Cancer, the number 44 is your lucky number this week. Any combination or variation of the number 4, please consider very auspicious. The panther is your spirit animal, so wherever the panther comes up, this too is a blessed sign. And your message is reclaim your power. And this message is directly connected to any of my Cancerians who are going through Nine of Swords. When we enter into such anxiety, worry, stress, sleepless nights and nightmares, we give away our power. When you connect to who you are, trust your intuition and move on what you know is right for you, and you understand that abundance is waiting for you, it's just around the corner, that you are holding yourself back. By being in this energy, once you release it, you are able to reclaim your power. You put an end to anything that was stopping you and blocking you from reaching your potential, and you are able to embrace this wonderful rebirth energy and enter into Ten of Cups. This is going to be a really strong and significant week for you. So that is all I have for you right now. I hope you enjoyed your reading. I wish you the most wonderful week, and I am sending you all so much love.